This day in history for October 26th. Our event of the day comes from 1881, where Wyatt, Earp, and Doc Holliday participate in the gunfight at the OK Corral in Tombstone, Arizona. Now, the gunfight at the OK Corral was a 30-second shootout between lawmen led by Virgil Earp and members of a loosely organized group of outlaws called the Cowboys, including Ike Clanton, that occurred at about 3 p.m. on Wednesday, October 26, 1881 in Tombstone, Arizona territory. It is generally regarded as the most famous shootout in the history of the American Wild West. The gunfight was the result of a long-simmering feud with outlaw cowboys Billy Claiborne, Ike and Billy Clanton, and Tom and Frank McClary on one side, and Town Marshal Virgil Earp, Special Policeman Morgan and Wyatt Earp, and Temporary Policeman Doc Holliday on the other side. Billy Clanton and both McClary brothers were killed. Ike Clanton and Billy Claiborne and Wes Fuller ran from the fight. Virgil, Morgan, and Holliday were wounded, but Wyatt was unharmed. Wyatt is often erroneously regarded as the central figure in the shootout, although his brother Virgil was Tombstone Town Marshal and Deputy U.S. Marshal that day and had far more experience as a sheriff, constable, marshal, and soldier in combat. Our notable birth of the day comes from 1978. We are looking at Philip Jack Brooks, also known as CM Punk. He is an American professional wrestler, actor, professional mixed martial arts commentator, and retired mixed martial artist, currently signed to All Elite Wrestling, AEW. He is best known for his time in WWE, where his 434-day reign as WWE Champion stands as the 6th longest in title history. He is also signed to Cage Fury Fighting Championships, CFFC, as a commentator. Brooks began his professional wrestling career in 1999 on the independent circuit, mainly with Ring of Honor, winning the ROH World Championship once. He signed with World Wrestling Entertainment in 2005 and won the WWE Championship twice, the World Heavyweight Championship 3 times, and the Intercontinental Championship and the ECW World Heavyweight Championship once each. After becoming disillusioned with WWE, Brooks departed the company and retired from professional wrestling in 2014. And after much speculation, he eventually returned and joined AEW in 2021. After retiring from professional wrestling, Brooks pursued a career as a mixed martial artist, and he signed with the Ultimate Fighting Championship, UFC. A welterweight, he had his first professional fight at UFC 203 in 2016, losing via submission to Mickey Gall. He then lost his second fight to Mike Jackson via unanimous decision at UFC 225 in 2018, which was later overturned to a no contest. Then he was subsequently released. Brooks had his first leading acting role in the animated film The Flintstones in WWE Stone Age SmackDown 2015, and has since starred in the horror films Girl on the Third Floor in 2019 and Rabid in 2019, and also in the drama television series Heels in 2021. Brooks wrote the introduction for the hardcover edition of Marvel Comics' 2012 crossover event, Avengers vs. X-Men, and described the opportunity as, quote, geek dream come true. In February 2015, Marvel Comics' Thor Annual No. 1, partly written by Brooks, was released. He co-wrote, quote, The Most Cursed, which appeared in Vertigo Comics' Strange Sports Series No. 3 in May 2015. Brooks also co-wrote Marvel Comics' Drax ongoing series. Brooks wrote a one-shot of Marvel's Master of Kung Fu, which was published in November 2017. Our notable death of the day comes from the year 2005. It comes from Keith A. Parkinson, who was born October 22nd in 1958. Keith Parkinson was an American fantasy artist and illustrator known for book covers and artwork for games such as EverQuest, Guardians, Magic the Gathering, and Vanguard Saga of Heroes. After designing book and magazine covers for TSR, Parkinson moved into game design in the late 1990s and co-designed the collectible card game Guardians. Parkinson died of leukemia in 2005, just 4 days after his 47th birthday.